Hello, it's Tuesday. Here's Rapha Trader. Wow, 143 points range already, 512,000 overnight. This is huge.
10 seconds.
This is huge.
Market on open imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 794 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 8 million, Dow 30 sell side 93 million, Mag 7 sell side 2 million. Shares of US memory chip companies fall sharply in morning trade. Micron Technology down 8%, SanDisk down 5.4%.
Just buy everything again like yesterday, these stupid people. Well, this is not people, this is machines. Yeah, this is gonna be wilder than yesterday. It's already 70. Yeah. It's fast, huh? It is fast.
The Russell 2000 index hits over 3-week low, last down 2.7%. The S&P 500 energy index rises 0.8% at the market open. Tehran's Mehrabad airport hit by strikes, according to an Iranian news agency's report.
Ooh. Man. Well, as you can see, I already did some trading overnight since vola is so high. But I'm not sure with Apex if I broke another rule again with the fucking shitty, stupid rules. We'll see. If they take away again my profit, then I'm not gonna buy anything from them anymore. Wow. This is so wild.
According to Iranian news agencies' report after Israeli warnings to leave, Hakma area in eastern Tehran in Iran has been attacked.
Yeah, you can forget to trade
Just to
here
repeat, according
for
to
a while.
Iranian news agencies' report, Hakma area in eastern Tehran in Iran has been attacked.
Now everybody buys as soon as they say, oh, has been attacked, blah, blah, blah. And they all hit the buy button or what. Wait. It's amazing how you can be down 105 points and cumulative volume delta is basically only down 1,000. So the gap would be 6804. It's about 15 points away only. And they did close it like yesterday. They did it on the first half hour too. They never went down there again yesterday. Just kept going up. Very much seems the same pattern today, huh? Yesterday we had what? About 200,000 first half hour, 211,000. Now we have 10 minutes. We already have 106 or so.
The Philadelphia Semiconductor Index hits over 3-week low, last down 4%. Apologies for any users using tick strikes. Our devs are currently looking into it. Hopefully this will be fixed soon. Thank you for your patience.
The lowest close of this year was 68.22, something like that. Now we would be below that. Today he did the expected move for the week. Huh? We did touch and reverse overnight. Actually, the pit low is about right there. Yeah, 63, 763. Not so bullish anymore, huh? Now we're gonna run the lows. Still buy every dip.
US stocks extend full, the Dow Jones down 2%.
Yeah, we need huge stocks to trade here.
South Korea's won slides to the weakest level since 2009. According to MES, the assembly of experts building that was hit was not in use. So tick strike is now back. Again, apologies for the inconvenience and thank you for your patience. If tick strike is still not working, just close and reopen tick strike. Thank you. Iran's air carrier destroyed on the ground in attack on airport in southern port city of Bushehr, according to an Iranian news site report. So further from earlier, South Korea's won hits weakest level since March 2009, last down 3.3%.
Man, is this fast? Okay, somebody bought 1,000 here. they're gonna running down the lows, huh? Seems. Yeah, it can run up like 10 points in 2 seconds. That's the problem. It's so fast. There's no way I'm gonna trade with this vola.
According to Russian sources, Russian grain trade with Iran through the Black Sea and Caspian Sea has stalled after the US-Israeli attacks.
Grain. It's winter. We have grain.
US stocks extend fall, the S&P 500 down 2%.
We're not very far from the overnight low. This was 42. Like I said, it already.
At 9:55 a.m. Eastern Time, Fez Williams gives keynote remarks at America's Credit Union's Government Affairs Conference. Text and Q&A is expected with the moderator. Spot gold extends fall, last down 5%.
It's always the second day the worst after a weekend of trouble. It's the same with Lehman Brothers.
Canadian dollar weakens 0.4% to touch a 5-week low.
It's amazing. With 500 negative delta to go down 15 points.
Spot gold falls as much as 5% as dollar and the bond yields climb.
Yeah, I don't need the margin. Yeah, now we got delayed. Yeah.
The S&P 500 extends decline to 2%.
Oh, this is interesting. Trader weight does not. But rhythmic does, huh?
The Nasdaq 100 also extends drop to 2%. Reminder in 5 minutes' time, Fed's William gives keynote remarks at America's Credit Union's Governmental Affairs Conference. Text and Q&A is expected with the moderator.
What is wrong with rhythmic, damn it? Right. Yeah, it was probably because of the volume spike at 950. Couldn't handle it. Well, that's good to know, huh? Trader weight is actually pretty stable so far.
Seeing a post on X, Iran has not contacted US about possible peace talks, says a Tehran UN envoy.
Wild, wild, wild markets.
One minute remaining for text release from Fed Williams. According to the Wall Street Journal, Trump open to supporting armed militias in Iran.
To what?
A bit more further info into this article. Trump is open to supporting groups in Iran willing to take up arms to dislodge the regime, US officials have said, an idea that would turn Iranian factions into ground forces, at least rhetorically backed by Washington. and further saying Trump hasn't made a final decision on the matter. 10 seconds. Fed's Williams does not address economic impact of Iran conflict in prepared remarks. Fed Williams said central bank's rate policy stands currently well positioned, an eventual rate cut aimed at keeping policy from being too restrictive. Fed Williams expects the unemployment rate to edge down this year and next, sees 2.5% GDP growth in 2026 on an array of
It's
supporting
not
factors,
fitting
and expects
this.
inflation to wane to
They're all buying the dip.
and expects inflation to wane to 2.5% this year and 2% in 2027. Williams says last year's Fed rate cuts better balance policy against dual mandates, and so far no major second round impact from tariffs. Tariffs are key drivers of inflation, but that pressure should wane this year. Fed Williams says tariffs impact most felt domestically, an economy on solid footing, and job market is stabilizing. Recent data on inflation has been reassuring, and more cuts warranted if inflation falls as expected.
Well, you will have another spike of inflation. Look at oil and gas. And all because of Trump. Why did he need to start the war? He wants to get inflation down. Don't do a war. Yeah, they're gonna run the lows. Preparing for it. Oh, but Nasdaq is still 100 points higher.
We have posted the article from the Wall Street Journal on the feed for those interested.
I see they make new lows, and what happens? They're buying it. Oh, it's here. For the 800 here. Yeah, this is difficult. Look at this, just run up again. Like stupid.
So just to clarify, in the Wall Street Journal, Kurdish leaders are in Iraq, not Iran.
Man, no news for it. No. Man, look at this. 2 minutes ago, we had a new low. Now it's 20 points higher. And this is stupid. Yeah. I wonder if all these algos that are trading now are really making money. I doubt. So how much money we had in first hollow? 246,000. It's about 35,000 more than yesterday, and we closed basically at the lows, huh? Yesterday we closed the first half hour on top, and we had already closed the gap. Oh, where is it? Oh, closed at the high, and we're inside of the day before. So today it's a bit different. I didn't manage to close the gap by about 10 points. I'm hanging around at the bottom, basically. It's just not tradable. I mean, the run up with 2,500 delta and the same distance down with 500. That's the run up, that's the run down. We're down at the bottom again.
The IDF says they completed a wave of attacks in Tehran and Isfahan. Oh, sorry. Oui. Now they want to know it, huh? What was it? 7:30. That a lot of stops will be triggered. That's what I heard. 30. Oh, we're almost there. Oui.
580. Still. I doubt that it's gonna come down with the vol to a tradable level today.
According to Ben Gurion Airport statement, Israel airspace to open gradually on Wednesday night. Fed Schmid says inflation is hot and demand is outpacing supply. Schmid says no room to be complacent on inflation and does not mention Iran conflict in prepared remarks. I hear optimism from contacts about the year ahead. I share it. Schmid says growth trajectory remains strong, helped by fiscal policy. Schmid says labour market is in balance and services inflation is strong and faster than consistent with return to 2% inflation. Schmid is open to the possibility that AI could drive non-inflationary growth, but not there yet. And Fed Williams says AI will change productivity growth and demand for labour. Fed Williams has only seen the beginning of how AI will change the economy. According to the Prime Minister, Israel to respond with greater force against Hezbollah. Fed Williams says higher productivity should mean higher real earnings over time. And according to Iraqi oil officials, Iraq cut productions from Mayasan oil fields by 325,000 barrels per day due to full crude storage tanks.
Yeah, they don't get the oil out now. So it's gonna be...
Fed Williams says the size of AI impact is the question and still to be determined.
So how long can it be like that? A whole day, probably.
Fed Williams says do not believe AI will create structural unemployment and new technologies create more jobs than they destroy. Feds Williams says the AI transition will pose challenges for younger people coming out of college. And Feds Williams says don't think AI will create structural unemployment. An EU official says EU foreign ministers to hold video conference with Gulf Cooperation Council ministers on Thursday morning.
What are we gonna do? I will turn it off or what? Yeah, I'm gonna pause it and come back in half an hour to see if there's
China's
anything
offshore yuan
better.
falls 0.5% versus.
All right, I did some small trades with take profit accounts, which is now up. Oh, organize. Can you do settings, columns? Well, here. Why isn't here? Well, why can't you put in profit? That doesn't make sense. Build. Maybe here. No, that's not good. All right, I did some trades, as you can see. And, but, oh, 1 second. Right. This doesn't make sense here. Is this on position? Yes. Why can't you see each trade that you did? Here. Performance. There we go. That's what I wanted to show. Huh? Yeah, this is better. Oh, we did 29 trades.
Surely expecting comments from ECB Schlurpon.
This is today. Can do this week also. Then is yesterday also in.
The euro down 2.1% since Friday, set for the biggest two-day fall since September 2022.
Alright, leave that.
According to Iranian news
Okay.
agencies, explosions heard in the capital Tehran and the northwestern cities of Tabriz and Urmia.
I will show you rhythmic. Also up. So that's it for today. Yeah. Leave this a bit because it's still getting hot. Alright, see you tomorrow.
Israeli military issues evacuation orders for residents of